Juwan, coming off a big win against Wisconsin, how have you guys been preparing for Nebraska? And how do you see that win as an opportunity to start building some momentum?
Well, we have a 2-day prep after the Wisconsin game as we prepare to face Nebraska on Saturday. So it's a quick turnaround. Yesterday was more of a light day of practice because of the minutes that our guys have been wearing on their bodies. That you want to see if we can go up to Nebraska with some fresh legs, guys energized and also ready to compete at a high level. Nebraska has been playing extremely well this season. Also, they play really good at home, but it felt great, being able to get a victory at home versus, one of the top teams, not only in our league but also in the country.
Next question.
John, hey, we've seen George Washington in spurts at times. I know in road games without Doug, there might be more opportunities for him. Behind the scenes, where are the areas you've seen him grow the most? What are the areas you're working with him on that you'd like to see him grow?
Well, George has been, great. His attitude has been awesome. It's not easy for anyone, particularly a freshman, to come right in, after being like the marquee guy on his high school team, been able to have a big scoring responsibility, as well as being the featured guy night in and night out, that your confidence level is at extremely high. Now you have to come to a team that you have to learn, a game that is a lot faster, guys are a lot bigger, stronger, as well as older. So you're playing against grown men and with a different style of play than what you've been accustomed to at high school. So with saying all that, George has been working hard, grasping our system, getting better and better every day, whether it's in practice, film sessions, one-on-one film sessions. He asks great questions. He's always in tune. As you see him on the bench, cheering for his teammates, staying engaged. High character guy, come from a beautiful family, and he was just raised right. So, I was proud of the fact that when he was injected into the game, that he came in ready. And having a guard, one of the premier guards in our league, meaning Checky Hepburn, George, I thought, did with his minutes in the game, did a fabulous job. So, now, as game goes, it's based on a feel for the game and how the game is and the tempo is flowing with the game. I can't tell you that it's guaranteed that he will play every game that's moving forward. But I will tell you one thing: that I guarantee George will be ready to play every game for sure.
Thanks.
Next question, please.
You mentioned Nebraska playing well at home. You guys haven't had too much trouble there. I think you're 3-0 coaching there, but what makes it kind of a unique environment? I know their record there is really good this year.
Well, it's a great environment. It's a beautiful arena. It's similar to like an NBA style arena. You got a really good fan base. Like I said earlier, they're playing extremely well at home this year, and the crowd's going to be into it. They score very well at home. They're shooting the ball, averaging the last few games 45% from three, as well as defensively is doing a really good job of taking care of the paint. But and I know I'm not playing, but uh, being a former player, you have to embrace that atmosphere because the crowd really gets into it, and it's just a fun place to play.
Next question, please.
Hey, Juwan. Seems like Tarris Reed, who was already having a good season, has maybe even picked it up a little bit even more as of late. Just are you seeing it that way, or where do you assess Tarris Reed at right now?
I don't base things on people's opinion or anything like that. I base it as far as I've seen him throughout the year get better and better each and every game. Seeing him every day, I watched his growth. Uh, he's put in a lot of time in practice, individual sessions, um, on his non-practice days, as well as putting in work before practice. And then at the same time, he's a student of the game. He's been watching film. The best part about Tarris, in my opinion, is he takes ownership. He'll tell you, be honest with you when he's not doing well, he's not playing well, or when he could have played better, or pointing out things that he feels as the team, needs to work on to get better with. And I respect his attitude, and he's been a joy to coach. And he's another one, like I mentioned about George, who come from a great family. And with that, when you raise right, you just have a different type of attitude, different type of mindset. At your maturity level, looks different, and you carry yourself a lot different. And I'm not different. I'm speaking of it in a positive way.
Right, and I guess maybe our free throws may be an example of sort of that work. I know he did miss a pair late, but he hit a couple times. He hit both, and his free throw shooting's been much improved late. No.
Huh?
Is the free throw shooting one of those areas
you didn't ask the question. You didn't ask the question. You just made a statement.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe if you can hear. I don't know if you can hear me. His free throw shooting, is that one of those areas that you've seen him particularly in practice? I guess, or has he gotten over a mental hurdle? Because like twice in the Wisconsin game, he knocked down a pair. I think
he worked hard.
70%.
Yeah, he works hard on free throws like his teammates do. They all do.
Next question, please. Anybody have anything else? All right, Coach. Best of luck in Nebraska.